God bless you. This is Dr. Tanda Canyon. First of all, I would like to say I am so sorry for all of the people who have lost loved ones during this pandemic. No one could have imagined what would have occurred at the beginning of 2020. No one really saw the details and the specifics of what would occur. So I want to just give just a slight bit of my testimony. I had no idea both my husband and I would be gravely ill. We were both ill at the same time, battling and struggling for our lives. But somehow down in our knower, we just knew some kind of way God would bring us through. During that time of pandemic as well, we lost 7 people within 7 days. Fear was in the atmosphere. People were losing their jobs, losing their homes. Landlords were struggling. Hospitals were overwhelmed. The morgues were filled to maximum capacity, so much so until they had to rent trucks to put the dead bodies within it. During that particular time, we were the first part of this pandemic, so there was no vaccine, no way to treat the conditions. As a matter of fact, my husband was sent home and told them there was nothing else that could be done. In the meantime, I had contracted the disease, not knowing the full details of what would come. During that time, my husband was fighting for his life and was recovering. I grew worse and worse by the day. Ended up having to call the ambulance by a mutual friend of ours, as well as my husband, who was still ill, called the ambulance anyway. By the time the ambulance got here, they came in dressed in what looked like astronaut suits. They told us to come out instead of them coming in to get us. So my husband struggled to get me out to the ambulance, but on the way to the hospital, the ambulance driver told me something that was really life-changing for me, that really gave me the fight that I needed for the journey that would come. He told me on the way that he wasn't sure, but he hoped that I would make it out. Basically, he insinuated that there were so many that did not, that he was almost sure that I probably wouldn't either. So my fighting faith began to kick in. And as I was wheeled into the hospital, I was diagnosed, first of all, with double pneumonia on top of COVID-19. I was wheeled into room 325. Room 325. I never will forget that experience, because on April the 11th, I literally coded. My blood pressure plummeted to 40 over 10. 40 over 10. They had to resuscitate me and get me back. However, I'm so thankful today that I am a living testimony that God still heals. Many people do not know how sick I was, but I literally almost lost my life. So my book, my new book, Room 325, is a painful account as to what I went through in that room. I want everyone who you know to get this, that you need to get this book for. I want you to get this book for them and share it with them, because I want to give them hope and give them scripture, the same scriptures that I quoted during that time of that painful, dreaded disease. So again, I want you to get this book. Please go to my website at tandacanyon.org. Make sure you not only order a copy for yourself, but order copies for someone else. God bless you. I just want to share this testimony with you as to what God is able to do. I hope you will help me get this book around the world. Again, my book is Room 325, My Journey of the Dreaded COVID-19 Disease. God bless you, and until the next time, blessings to you.